Guys, welcome to Java JSON, and in this video we are going to discuss pattern number, which one? Pattern number 12. As of now we have completed pattern number 11. Okay, so we can discuss the pattern number 12, 13 or 14, all those things. Okay, so let's start with the pattern number 12. So what 12s are saying? If you see here, how many rows are there? 1 2 3 4. So if I consider n equal to 4, correct? So if I already consider n equal to 4, let me show you. Okay, and how the structure will look like. So if you see here, we have a sum. If you see each and every row, every column, so we have considered row equal to n equal to 4, that is fine. But if you see like how we can print it, so if you see here, we have a some number, a space, again numbers. So what we can do is we can write here number space number, correct? So what is the number first? So they are giving one numbers. Again, how many space are there? So if you see here, the space is basically 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this all is 8. So here definitely the space is something 6. Okay, so this is the 6. So 6 space are there, and again 1 numbers are there. 2 4 space are there, and 2 numbers are there. Again how much? 3 numbers and 2 space. If you see here, 4 numbers, 0 space. Okay, so if you see this one, start with 1 2 3 4. So we can consider it. Okay, we have to start with the I 1 to n, which is n equal to 4. So 1 into n, that is fine, we can print it. So it will also print a one triangles, if you see here. Okay, and I hope you already know how to print these triangles also. So those triangles you can print easily. Okay, and these triangles also you can print easily because it's a opposite of these triangles. Okay, and we have to manage the space. This part we have to consider it. So this one we can iterate I to n. So our task is done. I to n, our task is done. So number task will done, but a space, how a space we can find out. So while finding a space, what we have to do is we have identify it's going like 6 4 2 0. So 6 4 2 0. What is our n? So n is 4. So what we can do is, this is the 2n. Okay, so 2 into n minus 1. Okay, what will happen? 2 into, what is the n? 4 minus 1. What will happen? 2 into 3 is what? 6. And every time what we can do, 6 minus 2 4, 4 minus 2, and 2 minus 2, it will 0. So like that we can do it, and we can go up to down. Okay, so this is the things we have to keep in your minds, and we have to print it. Okay, so let's start and first print the numbers, then we can manage the space also. So while writing a code, what you have to do is, let's create one methods. Okay, public statics void pattern 12, correct? And take one n numbers, int n, and here what we can do is we can write here code for int I equal to 0. We can start with the 0 or 1, no issue, and I less than equal to n, it will go up to n times, and I plus plus. Okay, so this is the basic things for the iterating the numbers of the row that is required. Inside this, what we have to do for printing a patterns, we have to first consider numbers, then after we have to consider a space, and then after we have to consider again numbers. So this is the three things we have to focus, and at the finally we have to print what? Next line. So s out system dot out dot println, correct? So this will give the next line. So let's write a code for the number. So while printing a numbers, how it will look like? First time 1, then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. So it will go up to n. So based on the I, we can consider it. So what we can do, we can write one for loop. Okay, and this for loop is like it will take the numbers. So I'm considering as a j or n1, you can say n1 less than equal to, it will go up to how much? I. Okay, and this one is also start with the 1. Okay, done. And what we can do, we have to print it. So let's write s out. We don't require ln here, and inside this what we can do, we can print n1. So if you print it and if you see the output, let me print it and I will show you the output also. So s out, correct? Not s out, we have to call this method pattern 12 with, just give 4. Right now give the 4. Okay, so once I run this, you can see the output. It's printed 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. If I do the opposite of that, let me do, if I do the opposite of that, and let me do also, so what will happen, it will start with the I, correct? It will start with the I and it will go up to, what is the n we have? It will go up to equal to 1. Okay, and n minus minus. Okay, we have to decrement it. If you see 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for that we can write a code for the reverse. Okay, if I is 4, it will print I equal to 1, I equal to 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. Okay, let me run this code one more times. So if I run one more times, if you see 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, it's managing. Okay, the last number, if you see, it's a working fine, but there is no space here. So how we can maintain the space? So for space, I have already given you one formula here. 2 into n minus 1 we have to do, and we have to every time decrement by the 2, because this space is managed by 6, 4, 2, 0, like that. So what we can do for that? So managing a space, same thing, we have to write one loop. Okay, no, not required like that. We can write for loop, and this one I will give the name called space. So s equal to 1, s less than equal to, it will go up to 2 into n minus 1, 2 into n minus 1 and I plus plus. Okay, so this is the conditions, and first is like first space we have to print. Okay, so if you see here, how many space are first time and how many space are second times we have to print. So the first space we have to identify. So I will give like that, and like a space. So int space equal to this one I will give. Okay, this one I will give here. So this is the first space we have to print, and once it is print that much space, we can reduce the space every time. Okay, so for reducing, one iteration is done for the number, space, number. Then at the end, after the next line, what we can do is, whatever the space we have, we can write space equal to space minus 1, space minus 2. We have to reduce with the 2 basically. So space minus 2 we can write, and if you run this code, nothing, it's printed everything in the one line. So we don't want write like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is the for loop. Let me stop it first. Okay, so this is the code. So we have to print the space also. So let me write s out. Okay, and give the space, and we don't want ln right now. at the end only we want, and once you print it, it's printed only 1. What about other things? Okay, it's going to the infinite loop. Let me check why. Okay, so if you see here, okay, what is the n we have? So n is, for example, they have given 4, so 4 will come here, and n into like 3, it will become 6, and it will print n equal to 1 and n1 less than equal to I. So what is the I value is also 1, so n1 plus plus, it will print n1, that is fine, and this one is also fine. But the problem is here, while printing a space s equal to 1, s less than equal to, we have given that much, so we don't want to give this one. We can give a space here finally, and a space, and then we can give here s plus plus. So if you do anything mistake in your code, you have to check it out one more times, and we have to identify the mistakes where we have done. And finally, if you see what exactly we want, we have printed it. Okay, let's go and do the online code for that. So if you see here, number crown, the name is called number crown. Aryan and his friends are the very fond of the patterns. They want to make the reverse n numbers crown of the given integer n and their corresponding patterns. So if n equal to 3, it will print like that. If it is n equal to 4, it will print like that. If n equal to 7, it will print like that. Let me give the 7, it's working or not, we can check it. So if you give 7, it's printed, no issue in that. Okay, so what we can do, we can copy this code and we can check with the online compiler also. Okay, so while checking an online compiler, let me copy this code and let's go to the online compilers, and here we can paste our code simply. Okay, once you paste your code, they want a space, so make sure when you are printing, you have to give the space, otherwise it will not run and it will say your test case is not pass. Okay, so for that you have to give the space. I have given the space, and let's see what is the test case. It's all the test cases are passed. You can also write the code, I have already explained you in the details, and you can do it. Okay, let me submit it. Okay, and once it is submit, we can go and we can check out the next problems. Okay, so let's go to the next problems. Okay, but before going to do that, let me erase all those things. Okay, erase, everything will erase. Okay, so let me erase it. Okay, erase. Now we can take some other column I have to take. Okay, so 12 is also completed. Let's take the 13 number. 13 number is very simple. Okay, you have to take one extra variables, and those variables always increment, and we have to print the triangle. That's it. Okay, those we have done already so many times. Okay, so let's go here, okay, and do the code for that. So let me minimize it. Okay, and let me minimize. After that we can write a code for that. What? Public statics void pattern 13 int n. We can take one variables, and here what we can do is we can write a code. So we have to print the triangle like that. So let's over the iterates on the array, so it will go. Okay, so I am taking every time I equal to 1, so we can take 1. Noise in that. Okay, after that what we can do, we have to print the triangles. Okay, go and start with 1. Okay, and it will go up to I. Okay, so it will print the triangles. If 2 times, 3 times. Okay, write s out, and whatever you have to print. Okay, we have to print what? We have to print the numbers. Okay, so it's a number. So what we can do take is we can write one numbers n equal to 1. So it will start with the 1, and we can write here those n. Why it's int n is not supporting here? Duplicate local variables n. Okay, we can write number. Now it's good. Numbers. So number we can print, but the condition is every time it will increment. Okay, so how it will increment every times? We can do plus plus, correct? Let's see what will happen. So what I'm going to do is, it's every time increments, and we don't want to go, we have to go to the next line. So for that we want s out, correct? And let me print it. Okay, but we have to call here also. So let me give 13, pattern number 13. What is this? PATTERN, pattern number 13. Let print it. So if you see, it's printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, lots of the things they are printed. So we have to give the space, definitely. Okay, let me run one more times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I want 5 times. It's printed 7 times, so I don't want 7 here, I want 5. Okay, now it will look good. Let me run. So if I run to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, up to 15. If you see here, the same things, right? Yeah. So that is the code. Let's put in online compiler, so it will give the test case is passing or it's fail. Let me go to the problem number seconds, which is increasing number of the triangles. So this is look like a triangles only. So Aryan and his friends are very fond of the patterns, and they're given integers n. They want to make a increasing numbers of the triangles, and it will look like that. Okay, so how we can do the code for that? Just remove it, and we have already triangle. We have a number also, and just run it. I think they are giving the space also, but they are saying compile time error. Okay, so let me see where is the compile time error. Okay, so we have a one number into 1 I equal to 1. Okay, correct. Where is this? So this is the for loop open, close. I think this is not required, right? Y int n. So they are saying like class interface or enum expected. So public static void number n. Lots of the things they have given. Why they have given like that? Okay, let's see. So I think we have to put here, and then after, let's see these methods, and after that we have to write these methods. So this is some syntax they have given wrong, so we can have just format it, and all the test cases are passed, and we can submit it now. Okay, I hope it's submitted. Okay, thanks God. Let's go to the another problems, and we can see the problem number is 14 is really very important and very interesting also. If you see, it's the same triangle, same loop we have to do, but only things is instead of 1 we have to print a, okay, and AB, ABC, ABCD, ABCDE. So if it is 5 rows, so for example here we have given n equal to 5, so we have to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But every row, based on the row, it will increment. Okay, ABCD. Okay, so let's do it also. So what we can do is, let's go to our Eclipse. Okay, and let me copy, because this is required for us. Correct. So let me change the name, which is 14. Correct. And here also I have to call it as a 14. Then after we have to write a code for that. So let me minimize all those things which is not required. It's a minimize. And here what we can do is, if you see here this 14, we don't want any numbers, correct? So what we have to print here, we have to print some characters. So what we can do, we have to iterate I equal to 1, I less than equal to n, that is fine. But what we can do is, here we can take the help of character char ch, and we can start with the a because they are given the start with the a. And what we can write is, we can write ch less than how much, we have to give the a plus I. So up to I it will go, and every time ch will also increase. So let me give ch plus plus, and we can print the ch also here, correct? So ch will be printed, and then after it will go to the next line and it will do our work. Let me print it. It's a very simple, but only thing is a, oh my god, it's not started with the ab. Oh my god, so it's a 1 equal to n. Okay, so started with a, but it's going, okay, you don't have to do here, but we can do one thing, we can do -1. Okay, we can do -1 here, -1. And once you run again it, a b, abc, abcd, abcd, ef, e, up to e we have to print if it is 5. Okay, the same code, okay, which we have done here. Okay, in the same thing, if you remove the space, it will look like. Let's go to the online compiler and make sure here it's not required only integer you have to give. The character is also considered as a, I will explain it, but let me give some times. Let's go to the online compilers and let's execute this code also. So if you see this code, okay, increasing a letters, let's see the problems. So problem is like increasing letter triangles right now. Previous one is increasing numbers triangle, but this is the increasing letter triangles. Okay, let's go here, and there is no syntax mistakes. Give the our loop and just print it. Okay, once you print, all the test cases pass and you can submit it quickly. Once you submit it, okay, it's submitted. Now I will explain you why we have written like that code. Okay, if you see here, I have started the loop with the ch equal to a. So a is not exactly a. Here we are considering a as a 65 if you are going and corresponding integers. Okay, so we can do whatever the operations you want to do. Okay, for example, this is the a. So char ch equal to a, it means in character this is a, but if you talk about the integer, the same things, int I equal to 65, you can say. How much? 65, because ASCII value of a is 65. Okay, and 66, 67. So you can go and learn about ASCII, ASCII value of each and every character. I have already explained you in my previous video, so you can go and check it out. Okay, so what we have done is, we have started the loop based on character char ch equal to a. Why? Because this one is also internally considered as a one declarations, and it will also convert as a binary only, so there is no impact and no issue in that. And we have printed the character also, that is fine. Okay, so like that we can do it. I hope you understood, okay, this video. Thank you so much. We can do it, and